Sailors count on Bath-built ships to protect our country and our families around the globe. Our dedicated and skilled shipbuilders design, build, and support some of the most advanced warships in the world. We have hundreds of opportunities available, from shipfitters and electricians to engineers and buyers. There's no shortage of ways your talent can contribute to their mission. Please welcome to the stage our award session sponsor, President of Bath Iron Works, Mr. Chuck Krugh.
Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? They left me a gavel in case you guys get out of hand, I guess. So good evening. My name is Chuck Krugh, and I'm the president of Bath Iron Works. I am very excited to be here with you all tonight and to have the opportunity to speak with you. Working with my hands is so very important to me because it's where I started my career. And more than that, it's what I learned when I was a child. I want to congratulate you on your achievements with the SkillsUSA competition, and I want to thank you for thinking about trades and what it means to work with your hands. You and your parents, as well as your teachers, have a lot to be proud of. But more importantly than this competition, I want to congratulate you for making the choice to develop your technical skills. You see, working with your hands will give you a future and a solid way to make a living. You have made an important choice to invest in yourself, and you have acted on it. And because of that, you will always make a good living. As the president of General Dynamics Bath Iron Works, I see firsthand what the results of the trades are, with over 4,000 tradesmen and tradeswomen working every day to make our country safe. They build the ships that our Navy uses to the specifications of our engineering and our designers. Our work is crucial. It is crucial because the ships that we build help protect our families and by default protect our country. If you pay attention to the news, you'll know that there are Arleigh Burke destroyers deployed in the Red Sea today. When they deployed, 4 of the ships that we built in Bath, Maine deployed over. They are the ones that you're hearing in the news that are shooting down the drones and shooting down the anti-ship missiles in support of the freedom of the seas and international trade. Yeah. But more than just telling you all and your parents that you have made an excellent choice to gain momentum and build skills, what's more important is I'm telling you that not as the president of General Dynamics, but as someone who started their career in a trade. As a person that enjoys working with their hands, I started my career as a helicopter mechanic, just like the UH-60 you saw out there, the Black Hawk today. I worked on one of those when I was in the Army. But before that, I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And you know, we had to fix things because we didn't have the money to go buy new things. And we didn't have the money to replace things and repair them. We had to do it ourselves. As a result, I've been fixing things my whole life. I consider myself a mechanic first. And when I go out on the deck plates and talk with the guys that are working, I feel right at home. Whether it was the Hot Wheels cars that quit working when they quit rolling, whether it was the bikes that we built out of the trash to make one that worked good, or when our cars needed fixed, we were there to work on them. You see, one of my favorite things to do is to work on stuff. I served our country in the United States Army. After completing I went into the U.S. Army after completing 2 years of college. I wasn't sure at the time that college was for me, so instead of spending money, I went in and served my country. Before I separated with the Army, I was assigned to the 160th Special Operations Aviation Group. I was a crew chief, as I said, on a UH-60 Blackhawk. While serving in the 160th, I had the opportunity to do important things both at home and abroad. In June of 1988, when I separated from the Army, I had some money in my pocket, and I basically was floating with the universe, just doing whatever I wanted to do. I met my wife in January of 1989. I had my first son in July of 90. It's funny how the universe has a funny way to tell you to get your act in gear. Before I knew it, I had 2 more kids, and I had to figure out, what am I going to do for a career? So I reverted back to my military training, and I got my airframe and power plant certificates to work on civilian aircraft. It was the way that I used to secure my family and to ensure that my family was well taken care of, and it allowed me to do what I love to do, work with my hands. So when I went into the Army, my goal was to go in and get a trade so when I come out, I could have a career. That training experience I gained in the military helped me put a career path in way and then start to build security for my family. Life and your career is all about choices and actions. The choices are those things that you make that determine a direction on where you want to go. The actions are the steps you take in order to go in the direction that you've chosen. You are here tonight because you have chosen a direction, and that direction is to work with your hands and demonstrate your skills. As a result, you will have a good career and no student debt. No debt gives you a lot of freedom in the future, and it allows you to find the passion in your trade. It's important as you work and build your career that you do something that you like. I know today I wouldn't be here where I was hadn't I taken the choices that I had in front of me and then executed the actions necessary to get me here. I knew shortly after I began working with my hands in aviation that I wanted to reach for higher goals, and I wanted to reach higher levels of responsibility. I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, but I knew that I would. My choice was between staying in the trade, specializing and becoming an expert, or working toward a new path in management. I went into management, and here I am today, president of the largest manufacturer in the state of Maine and a leading shipyard, building ships for the Navy. You may come to a similar crossroads in your career. You may want to stay in your trade. You may want to open your own business. You may want to go into management. These are all good choices. You will have so many opportunities open to you because you have made the first choice to learn a skill. When you make that choice, act on it. You got to do the work. And when you do that work, be the best. You have so many opportunities open to you, including where I work at Bath Iron Works. I hope you will continue to develop your skills, especially your leadership skills. No matter what job it is, you always have a chance to lead. It doesn't necessarily matter the title that you have. You can still lead. As a part of the SkillsUSA, you have the skills and knowledge to make good things happen. You are the next generation of people in the trades. You will lead our country in making important things happen, building things, making things, and fixing things, maybe like a Navy destroyer. There's a lot of talk today about artificial intelligence, but I have news for you. AI isn't going to build a destroyer. AI isn't going to build a house. And AI isn't going to fix your sink. Using your skills, you have the ability to control your career and your future. And you are going to help make our country much stronger in the future. So thank you for all that you do and what you will do. Continue to make good choices and make sure you act on them, because those actions are what's going to drive you in your career in the future. You have a bright future ahead. I can tell you that our country needs your skills. And if you want a job when you graduate, I encourage you to apply to BIW. We are hiring good people like you. And maybe you will be up here, right where I am, in 30 years, speaking to the SkillsUSA students in 2054. So, I'm about to finish. I think that means you're closer to going home. But I want to say that when we look out into industry, every company that builds something needs people. And it's the people like you who work with your hands. You can make a very good career like some of the folks in the yard. We have legacy in the yard. We have a rigger. We have a rigger. It's a job title. We have a rigger that on her father's side, has 6 generations at BIW. On her mother's side, there are 4 generations. We have 2 gentlemen this year who have gone over 60 years at BIW. Yep. Last year, when we did our employee anniversary dinner celebration, we had a husband and a wife. The wife celebrated 50 years of service. And this year, he celebrates 50 years of service. So between the 2 of them, 100 years of service. So I guess what I want to make sure that you know by demonstrating that is that there are a lot of people in the state of Maine who have made a good career and a great living by working with their hands. So I owe you an applause. I think we have another badass video to show you.